Hey guys, Tori here from Overlook Horizon. Welcome to another SpaceX launch today. Today we're launching another GPS-3 satellite. This is Space Vehicle 05 whatever you want to call it. GPS satellite, and this is kind of nice because we get a little something different. I feel like over the last couple of months, all we've seen is Starlink 1, Starlink 20, Starlink 25. We're just go on and on with Starlinks, which is great. Starlink constellation has been built up quite a bit over the last year, but today we're getting a little something different, which is the GPS satellite launch. So GPS satellite is going to go to semi-synchronous medium Earth orbit, in between low Earth orbit and geostationary Earth orbit. This is a little bit of an in-betweener here, but SpaceX will be going live here shortly. Launch is in about 27 minutes from now. And so in case you're new to this sort of things, we're going to chat it up for a little while here. Feel free to jump in the chat, ask any questions, although today I have it set so that you got to be a subscriber to chat. So you can subscribe to the channel and you can chat along with us and chat it up. That's if you're on YouTube. Of course, we also simulcast on Facebook and Periscope and Twitch and, you know, all the internet things. So feel free to chat it up. I'll watch all the chats and answer some questions as we get started and up and running. Run through what the weather's looking like today, what the mission profile is going to be, and then hopefully we'll see a launch 26 or so minutes from now. And then we've got a long time to hang out because deployment today is about an hour and a half after launch. So we'll get launch, and then we'll get lunch. No, there's no lunch, no free lunch today, but we'll hang out. I'll probably do some kerbling. We'll see if we can make it. We'll have another disaster happen, and then we'll watch deployment, and then we'll call it a day. Nice little, what day are we on? Thursday afternoon? Date and time are right here in case you're watching the replay and you're confused on whether or not this is live. Here you go. This is what time it is right now. It's June 17th, 2021. It's 11:44 where I am here on the East Coast of the United States. So you just have to do your little time zone conversion. Here's my time zone. That's where I am. I give you my time because, well, I'm the one in charge. And also, it just happens to be the same time that SpaceX launches from because they're launching from Slick 40 today at Cape Canaveral Space Force Station in Florida. So that's the plan. That's what we got in store for today. We'll run through and we'll check things out, but let's check in with chat and say hello to everybody. I see Randy and Jeff over on Facebook. Hello and good morning to you. How soon will Starship do the orbital test is what Bill wants to know on Facebook. That's a good question. The internal target for orbital test for Starship was going to be July, early July, but now that seems pretty unlikely. Seems like that's going to be further off. They have an environmental assessment that they have to do, and based on some insider info, it sounds like that environmental assessment review is not going to be done in time for them to actually have an orbital launch at the beginning of July. So orbital launch is going to be a little bit further down. My guess, like this is just a complete guess. I have absolutely nothing to base this on. My guess would be more like September. But who knows? Maybe they get it done quickly. They could do it in August or something like that. But I don't think it's any earlier than September. You guys tell me in chat what you guys think. When do you think we're going to see Starship go orbital? I don't know. I don't, like July time, like July is like 2 weeks from now. Like there's no way that's going to happen. But who knows? Maybe they'll surprise us all and, a month from now they'll send it orbital. But that seems really unlikely to me. Stop talking about lunch. You're making me hungry, says Rue Glock over on YouTube. I know I'm going to miss lunch today. I'm going to have to eat a late lunch, so I'm going to make myself hungry. Let's see what else we've got. We've got a whole bunch of people chatting over on YouTube. Can you give us an update on the deer? Oh, the deer. I was like, what are you talking about, the deer? For anybody that doesn't know what I'm talking about, I tweeted out the other day that I had to save a deer. There was a little baby fawn that jumped into my pool the other day. Just standing there having my morning coffee. I look out into the pool, and the pool's got a shallow end and a deep end, but even the shallow end's like 3.5 feet deep, and this little baby fawn was maybe up to my knees. So it's like, this tiny little baby deer swimming around in my pool, and I was like, uh-oh. What now? What do I do? I had a little mini panic attack for a minute. I was like, what? Wait, what do I call somebody? Should I do? No, the thing's gonna drown. I gotta do something. All right. And I was also home by myself, so I was like, what? I gotta do. Who do I go? No, I guess I gotta do it myself. All right, let's do it. And I just ran out there, and I was trying to direct it towards the stairs. It wouldn't go towards the stairs. It wanted nothing to do with me. Mama deer was outside the fence, stamping her feet, going nuts, and running up and down the fence. I ended up pulling it out of the water. Mama ran off. I pulled the deer out of the water. Deer ended up running back out through the fence, which I assume is how it got in the first place. And I wasn't sure if they were going to meet up again because Mom ran off. But a couple days later, I saw them both back in the backyard, hanging out, prancing around again. So they're all good. Everybody's fine. That was an experience, that's for sure. Has nothing to do with space, but I did tweet it out because I was like, I need to tell somebody about this. Nobody's gonna believe me unless I share this. So yeah, not to be confused with Deer Moon. There's no deer going to the moon, but this was my Deer Moon project. Tori's a hero. Yeah, well, all right. I don't know if I would go that far. I pulled a deer out of the pool. It was a little bit selfish. I didn't want it to tear up the liner. But okay, I saved the deer too. I also didn't want to pull a dead baby deer out of the pool either. That would have been a bad experience. Much easier to pull it out while it's still alive. Anyways, let's talk about space. That was a weird side tangent. All right. Well, so what we have going for today, I don't know why we just talked about that for so long, but GPS-3 today, GPS-3 Space Vehicle 5, heading in a 55-degree inclination, so it's a northeast direction. This is courtesy of flightclub.io. My friend Declan over at flightclub.io does these amazing 3D simulations here, which I can never navigate successfully, but let's see if I can do it today. Oh, not bad. All right. So, yeah, here we go. We've got, we're launching from Slick 40, which is on the Cape Canaveral Space Force Station down here, the smaller of the two launch pads for SpaceX over here on the East Coast. This one up here is United Launch Alliance. This one up here, this is the big one. This is 39A, where they launch Crew Dragon from, launch Falcon Heavy from. They can also launch regular Falcon 9 missions there as well. Up here all the way at the top, this is 39B, the other big launch pad that launched Space Shuttle. That's being outfitted for the SLS program. Maybe by November, doubt it. Probably more like February 2022. We'll see SLS launch. We'll see. But that's where it's going to launch from, 39B up there. But today, we're at Slick 40, Space Launch Complex 40 down here. There's kind of a property divide here. This is the Kennedy Space Center property up here towards the north. Down here, this is the Cape Canaveral Space Force Station. And so these two launch pads here are on the Space Force Station property here. So that's where we're launching from today. A little bit smaller pad there. And actually, if you watch the intro, I've been to this pad. Stood right there. Pretty close to a Falcon 9, a Block 4 Falcon 9, the older one. But anyways, we'll be under powered flight here. We get a separation event. Stage 2, obviously, going to continue on into orbit. We get an entry burn here, and then we get a landing burn down here off on the drone ship. I believe it's Just Read the Instructions is the drone ship that is recovering it today. We're not doing any fairing recovery, or not doing any fairing catches anymore. Still doing fairing recoveries, just not the catch. And actually today is the debut of a new fairing recovery ship called Briarwood, which for anybody that's a fan of the NASA spaceflight fleet cam, here's a, let's see, where can I put this to show it? Over on, from the Twitter machine, this is SpaceX fleet on the Twitter machine that tweeted out a picture of the HOS Briarwood. This is from, let's see, let's hide this for a minute. So this is from NASA Spaceflight's Fleet Cam, which is basically 24/7 coverage of what's happening in Port Canaveral. So if you want to see some of the SpaceX fleet, check it out. It's kind of cool. There's a lot of people that hang out in the chat and chat it up in the Fleet Cam. It's 24/7. You can see that this Rusty Seafood and Oyster Bar, I believe, is who sponsored it and where the camera is actually located. And you can see all the traffic go through Port Canaveral there. So that's a new ship that is debuting for fairing recovery. Not going to catch it, not the big net like Miss Chief and Miss Tree, formerly Mr. Steven, had the big net to catch it. They're not doing that anymore. They've given up on it. Now they are... now they're just going to let it soft land, parachute into the water, and then they will they'll pluck it out of the water and just bring it back, which is essentially what they were doing anyways, because they weren't having a ton of success with the actual catching portion of it. They did catch it a few times, but just not enough to make it worth it, and plucking it out of the water was working just fine. They've reused plenty of them after plucking them out of the water, so they were good to go with that. So let's see. Hey, SC Edge 77, thanks for the super chat there. says, my dad and I want to go see a SpaceX launch at Cape Canaveral, preferably Starship, but I would think those only launch from Texas. Would love to see a launch and landing at Cape. Help. Yeah, so Starship is, we're not likely to see Starship launch from Cape Canaveral, at least not anytime soon. There was some speculation that they might launch from 39A, like way back in the day. It seemed like they might be building an orbital pad for Starship, but that's pretty much been abandoned at this point. Could we see it in the future? Maybe, but it sounds unlikely because it seems that the plan now is that Starship's going to primarily launch from Boca Chica, and then long-term, like operationally, it's likely going to launch from their oil rigs that they're outfitting for a sea launch platform. So Starship is probably going to be a sea launch vehicle once it's fully operational and in production. So if you want to see Starship launch, you're going to have to go to Texas, go to Boca Chica. That's probably your best opportunity, and even that's probably going to be limited because soon that probably won't be an option. But if you want to go to Cape Canaveral and watch a launch, that's always cool too. It's just probably going to be a Falcon 9, or you could see an Atlas 5, or see a Delta 4 Heavy or something like that. Those all launch from Cape Canaveral, and those are pretty cool to launch or to watch. But if you want to see a landing, you're probably gonna let's see, what do we have for landings? See, it used to be you'd have to watch the CRS missions, the Cargo Dragon missions to the International Space Station to see a landing. But now with the Dragon 2, those aren't even doing return to launch site landings anymore. So the RTLS landings are kind of few and far between. So you'd have to check and see I don't know of any upcoming missions that would be an RTLS landing off the top of my head, but you'd have to check the manifest to see what's going to be an RTLS landing. But even the launch itself is pretty cool. So, all right, let's see. SpaceX is about to go live. Let me rifle through all my stuff here today. Let's go through mission execution forecast, chance of launch today. 45th Weather Squadron from the Space Force Station there is giving a 30% chance of violating launch conditions, meaning we're 70% go for today. Primary concern, cumulus clouds, surface electric fields rule. That's always a little bit of a concern because that's usually electrical activity, i.e. lightning activity in the area. Doesn't necessarily mean that you could have lightning happening, but if the surface electric fields are elevated, you could get rocket-induced lightning, like what happened on Apollo 12, where there's no lightning actually happening, but the launch itself actually triggers lightning to strike and run down the exhaust plume of the rocket. That's very bad. We don't want that. SpaceX is live now. I'll switch over to that in just a second. So we don't want any rocket-induced lightning today. If you're curious about it, I made a video about Apollo 12 that talks about all of that. So that's one of the concerns for today. If we look at our weather here, ground level winds looking okay, 6 miles per hour, not too bad. Upper level winds also not terrible over the launch site, 60 miles per hour. Over here, they're getting a little bit higher, but still not a huge concern. We're only talking 80, 90 miles per hour, which sounds like a lot, but for a rocket, not too bad. It's usually when we get to like 140, 150, and that's miles per hour, that we have a bit of concern. So that's what we've got. And then I did want to show back on the Flight Club flight path here. Flight Club actually only tracks it out to about here, and that's because it's going to medium Earth orbit, where all our GPS satellites are. So here's medium Earth orbit, unlike Starlink, which is low Earth orbit, which is way down here. That's your low Earth orbit where Starlink is. This is part of the NAVSTAR constellation, which is medium Earth orbit, semi-synchronous here, a little bit further out, not quite as far as geostationary orbit, which would be something like the Sirius XM satellite that they just launched, or what's another geostation? Well, I'll just get rid of the filter altogether, and you can see the geostationary ring here way on the outside. That's geostationary. So you got medium Earth orbit is where we're heading to today, right there. Where all our medium Earth orbit is pretty much mostly GPS satellites. It's kind of the that's not really a rule, but it's like that's what everybody's doing. That's GPS satellites go to medium Earth orbit. There's not much else that goes to medium Earth orbit. So, okay, let's switch over. Let's listen into SpaceX. I'll match up my clock to match theirs, and let's see what's new with them.
On our autonomous drone ship, just read the instructions, which you can see there. Now, if you turn your attention to the section above the first stage and the black carbon fiber inner stage, you'll see the Falcon 9's second stage. About 2.5 minutes into flight, the first and second stage will separate, and the second stage will ignite its single MVAC engine to carry the GPS satellite to a highly elliptical orbit. Separation from second stage will then occur, and then the satellite will perform burns. Finally, above this stage, placed at the very top of the vehicle, you'll see this nose cone structure called a fairing. Inside that structure is where the GPS-3 satellite is currently sitting. The two fairing halves are safely encapsulating the satellite to protect it from aerodynamic heating, loads, and contamination during ascent. The fairing halves we are using today are new, and we'll recover them using our chartered recovery ship, HOS Briarwood. Once the fairing reaches the vacuum of space, we will jettison the fairing halves as the second stage continues on its journey to orbit.
Good morning from SpaceX headquarters in Hawthorne, California.
Hey, it's John.
I'm John Innsbrucker, Falcon Principal Integration Engineer.
Hey, John.
The launch vehicle and satellite vehicle teams are ready for launch as we approach T-minus 10 minutes, 45 seconds to liftoff. This is our fourth GPS launch, and all four have been from Space Launch Complex 40. Now, earlier today, the satellite team performed functional checkouts of the GPS satellite, and the satellite went on internal battery power at T-minus 15 minutes. The Falcon 9 team began their final checks at T-minus 2 hours, and most recently, we completed the poll to proceed with propellant load and launch. This was at T-minus 38 minutes, and all parties were go. Now, the team at Cape Canaveral began loading propellant on time at T-minus 35 minutes. Falcon 9 is a bipropellant vehicle. That means it uses two propellants, a fuel and an oxidizer. For Falcon 9, our fuel is a refined form of kerosene known as RP1. Now, to burn the fuel, we need an oxidizer. Now, most burning on Earth uses oxygen, which makes up about 21% of the air you breathe. However, in space, there's no atmosphere to provide oxygen or other oxygen-bearing molecules, so the rocket needs to carry its own oxidizer to space. And in our case, our oxidizer is super chilled liquid oxygen, referred to as densified LOX. The liquid oxygen is chilled well below its boiling point, and that increases its density, which allows us to load more into the first and second stage LOX tanks. Now, currently, fuel loading is complete on the second stage. Fuel loading is continuing on the first stage for another few minutes and will wrap up at T-minus 6 minutes. The liquid oxygen loading is continuing on both the first and second stages, and you can see the gaseous vapor coming off of both tanks as that ultra-cold liquid oxygen contacts the skin of the vehicles and the floor to air. Now, in addition to its propellants, Falcon 9 also needs an ignition source to start burning the fuel and oxidizer. And for that, we use the chemical T-tub that stands for triethyl aluminum and triethyl borane. Now, when it's fully fueled, Falcon 9 first and second stages combine to carry over 1.1 million pounds of propellant. And we're going to burn through most of that over the 8.5 minutes it takes to land the first stage and get the second stage into its initial orbit. Now, once our Merlin engines begin to burn RP1 kerosene and the liquid oxygen, you're going to see the rocket throwing that combustion exhaust out of the engine nozzles in one direction, and that results in a push on the rocket in the opposite direction. And this is a great example of Newton's third law of motion. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. On the weather front, at T-minus 1 hour, we were down to just 10% probability of violating launch weather requirements. The only thing we've been looking at is upper altitude wind shear. That looks good right now, so we expect we're going to be good for the last 7.5 minutes of the countdown. Weather conditions are also looking good for the booster landing on our drone ship and for the fairing recovery. So with that, the launch vehicle, satellite, the weather, the range are all good to go for a 12:09 p.m. Eastern liftoff from Space Launch Complex 40.
As we mentioned earlier, today's GPS-3 Space Vehicle 5 mission is for the U.S. Space Force. This mission will be SpaceX's fourth overall GPS-3 mission. 2 missions were successfully launched in 2020 and 1 in 2018. And following today's launch, we are planning our 5th mission for sometime next year. To date, these next-generation satellites provide increased signal accuracy and reliability to operate even if confronted by cyber adversaries. Not only does GPS-3 help with national security, it also enables all facets of our daily lives. To learn more about the constellation, take a look at this video by the Space and Missile Systems Center, which provides critical national security space capabilities to the U.S. Space Force.
Might have some music here. Yeah. So they got some music, so I'm gonna have to turn down the music here, but we'll let it play as to what's going on. They did mention upper level winds were a slight concern, although I didn't see anything on upper level winds that seemed like a concern. But if you do look at the mission execution forecast, they do list moderate for the upper level winds as a concern, but they didn't really. It didn't seem too bad on the actual map itself, which is. They said that they're green. They're good to go right now. So anyways, we're in good shape. We got about 6 minutes to launch here. And then again, we got a long time after launch before deployment, but we'll hang out. We'll do some Kerbal action in the meantime. Let's see. We'll go grab a couple questions here real quick. Time Waster Sebi mentioned that everyone cannot chat. I did turn on subscriber only mode today, so if you want to chat with us and throw in some questions, you just got to make sure you subscribe to the channel, and you'll be good to chat with us. Let's see. Somebody had I saw a question. What was the question? Where? No, I lost it. There was a question that I was going to answer, but now I can't find it. Can you show me the 3D Starship, because I want to get it for a birthday present? I do have. You'll have to you can join our Discord. We can get you a link to it, or maybe one of the moderators can put a link to the Starship. I'm hooked in, and the Starship it's over there. I can't reach it while I'm hooked in, and I don't have it prepared because this is not a Starship launch, so I don't have the Starship ready to show today. Let's see. Is this a classified mission? Well, it's not necessarily a classified mission, but it does bring up a good point. I didn't hear them mention about not showing deployment. Occasionally they don't show deployment, but I think, I'm testing my memory here, but I think they've shown us the GPS deployments in the past, so I think we're in good shape. I don't think they're going to cut the broadcast early.
The large structure next to Falcon 9, that's the strongback. At any moment, the strongback will begin opening the 2 clamps around the second stage. You can kind of see them obscured a little bit with the LOX vapor. The strongback retract sequence has begun. Now, once the clamp arms are open, the strongback will retract away from the rocket slightly, just under 2 degrees. And then as the Falcon 9 lifts off, the hydraulic arms will pull the strongback farther away. Get a little bit of the view as the arms come open. Next up now is the strongback will begin to recline away from the Falcon 9.
There it goes. Give it the old lean back there.
There's not much motion, but you can see we're getting a little bit of gap opened up between the strongback and the Falcon 9.
Joey
says the strongback is part of the transport erector. That's called the TE. The transport erector is used to roll out Falcon 9 to the launch pad, raises it to the vertical launch position, also routes power, fluids, and communication to both the rocket and the satellite. The TE includes both the launch mount that the first stage is clamped to right now, and the strongback, which is hinged to the launch mount. Next major event coming up with T-minus 3 minutes is closeout of liquid oxygen loading on the first stage.
Stage 1 pogo bleed.
How many times has the booster flown? That's a good question. This has flown once before. It flew a previous GPS mission, and this is actually the first time that that SpaceX has flown a, I believe, a Defense Department satellite on a reused booster. So a bit of a milestone. People are starting to trust SpaceX more with their reused boosters, and quite honestly, the reused boosters are performing better than some of the new boosters.
On stage 2, that's due to finish up at about T-minus 2 minutes. And as a reminder, if we have to call a hold on today's launch, We have a backup opportunity tomorrow with a liftoff time of 12:05 p.m. Eastern.
We're going to get one last big vent of liquid oxygen. That comes at about 1 minute and 35 seconds. So keep an eye out for that. Hopefully we can hear it on the pad mics as well. But that's when they drain all the propellant lines in that strong back, the transporter erector there. They'll drain all the propellant lines. You'll see a big, giant liquid oxygen vent right around the interstage area.
Stage 2 LOX load closed out.
It's coming.
And we've got confirmation. Stage 2 LOX loading is complete. And that completes loading of the over 1.1 million pounds of propellants on the Falcon 9. All systems remain go for launch. Right now, we are beginning to drain the propellant out of the lines that go up the strong back to the second stage. And that's creating the large white cloud you see around the strong back. Pressure from that ultra-cold LOX line is vented overboard, and it meets up with the warm, moist Florida air. Now, our next event will be startup called out at T-minus 1 minute. At that point, the first and second stage computers on Falcon 9 are executing stored programs to prepare the rocket for flight, leading to ignition of the Merlin engines at T-minus 2 seconds and liftoff at T0.
Yep, so all that venting is perfectly normal. You got condensation.
Falcon 9 is in startup.
Condensation forming at the
Falcon
bottom.
computers are running the final sequence
say.
for launch. We're also pressurizing first and second stage tanks for liftoff pressure.
The MD is go for launch.
There you go.
We've heard the call out. The Space Force mission director is go for launch.
Interesting.
T-minus
We got
33 seconds and counting. All systems go for launch.
T-minus 30 seconds.
Let's listen into terminal count and watch as Falcon 9 transports the U.S. Space Force's GPS-3 Space Vehicle number 5 satellite into orbit.
Interesting. We got to go from the mission director today instead of from the launch director. It's a little, just tiny bit
T-minus 15 seconds.
different than usual.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition. And liftoff. Go Falcon, go GPS.
Vehicle is pitching downrange.
Stage 1 chamber pressures are nominal.
Look at that roll. Yeah.
T plus 36 seconds. SpaceX launch engineers report nominal conditions on Falcon 9. We begin the trip to space carrying the GPS-3 satellite. Merlin engines about to throttle down. We're in the throttle bucket.
Telemetry.
Decreasing acceleration of preparation for maximum dynamic pressure. Great views looking aft towards Cape Canaveral.
Vehicle is supersonic.
We're throttled back up to full power. We're out of the throttle bucket and we're supersonic.
Fix one of my lights that's showing up here. Get that out of camera view.
Now from here on, even though velocity is rapidly increasing, the atmospheric density is decreasing. And that's resulting on less loads on the Falcon 9. And you've heard the call out, we're through max Q, so the loads are now decreasing on the launch vehicle.
MVAC engine chill has started.
That call out says the bleed valve on second stage engine is open, and that's beginning a final chill of the MVAC engine prior to second stage ignition. All's looking good with the stage 1 trajectory. And we've got 3 events coming up in quick succession. We're going to have main engine cutoff, MECO as we call it. The first and second stages will then separate. And then we will have ignition of the second stage engine to propel Falcon 9 into the first parking orbit. We're beginning to throttle down the first stage engines to hold 4G constant acceleration, coming up on main engine cutoff.
MECO.
Stage separation confirmed.
Separation. There we go. Ignition. Watch the stiffener ring break off of
And
the
we've
engine.
got, as you can
There it
hear the
goes.
cheering in the background, successful stage separation. Second stage is now under power of the single Merlin vacuum engine. You may have noticed some curved pieces of metal come off the end of the nozzle right after ignition. That's normal. These are ground
Both
handling
vehicles are
tubes.
following nominal trajectories.
They're not needed in flight. We hear the call out. We're following nominal trajectory. With the left side of your screen, you can see the first stage grid fins. The titanium grid fins have deployed. Coming up next, fairing separation.
Acquisition of signal, Monkey.
Acquisition of signal from where? What was the name of that station?
Bearing separation confirmed.
Here we go.
A nice view from the second stage camera showing successful fairing
see it.
deploy as Falcon 9 is passing through 110 kilometers altitude. Now we will be attempting to retrieve these new fairing halves with the help of our contracted recovery vessel, HOS Briarwood.
Okay, so the booster is still climbing right now. First stage still climbing on a ballistic trajectory. It's going to start coming back down here in about 20 seconds. Yeah, right now on the left side there, that booster is still climbing.
Now currently Falcon 9 second stage heading northeast along the U.S. coast. We are sending telemetry down through the SpaceX Bermuda ground
Both
station.
vehicles continue to follow nominal
Now as we
trajectories.
pass 4 minutes and 20 seconds into flight, all systems are go.
Acquisition of signal, Bermuda.
As Falcon 9 carries GPS into space.
Hey, usually we hear acquisition of signal Bermuda, but we heard acquisition of signal from something. Sounded like our moderator, Monkey DKS, acquired signal. Acquisition of signal Monkey is what it sounded like to me.
It's T plus 4 minutes and 45 seconds here into today's mission, and we're currently in the first of 2 planned MVAC burns for satellite deployment. You can see from the live views on your right, the second stage MVAC engine is burning, and there on your left is a live view of the Falcon 9 first stage as it's preparing to re-enter the Earth's atmosphere. At T plus 6 minutes and 18 seconds, you should see on your screen the first stage's entry burn. This is in just about a minute. This burn will last about 30 seconds.
Acquisition of signal, New Hampshire.
And for the entry burn, we relight the center E9 engine on the first stage, and then partway through, we relight the
Both vehicles
E1
continue to follow nominal trajectories.
and E5 engines. So we will have a total of 3 M1D engines helping to slow the vehicle down as it passes back into the Earth's atmosphere.
Booster coming back down now.
You can see a great live look at that Falcon 9 first stage there as it's coasting back down. Now, the Falcon 9 supporting today's mission will perform this entry burn for the second time, and both fairing halves will re-enter for the first time. This booster previously supported the November 2020 GPS-3 mission, and we're pretty excited to watch today's landing because it marks the first mission we're supporting for the U.S. Space Force with a flight-proven booster.
There we go. We should be coming up on entry burn.
Now, entry burn will start in just a few seconds here. Listen for the call out.
Stage 1 flight termination system is safe.
Stage 1, entry burn has started.
There we go. Entry burn.
You heard the call out, and you can see on your screen, stage 1 entry burn has started. This burn lasts about 30 seconds.
Look at that speed dropping quickly on the left-hand stage, bottom left corner, stage 1 telemetry there. We can see that speed dropping like crazy. Slow it down. So
Stage 1, entry burn, shut down.
there we go. And it'll
We
start.
did have a successful stage 1 entry burn there. And now while Falcon 9
Both
makes
vehicles continue to follow nominal trajectories.
While Falcon 9 makes its way back to Earth, you may notice that there are different soot markings on the outer covering of the rocket. You can maybe just see them on your screen on the left there. Now, if you've ever wondered how these markings are formed, the soot is generated when the carbon-based rocket-grade kerosene, or RP1, burns. And since our reentry occurs engines first, the booster flies through its own plume, which deposits the soot on the rocket there. Now, coming up next will be our landing burn, which will be at T plus 8 minutes and 7 seconds. This will also last about 30 seconds, and it will hopefully land our first stage on our drone ship. Just read the instructions.
Stage 1 is transonic.
Off the Atlantic coast. You heard the call out that stage 1 is now transonic.
Stage 2 has entered terminal guidance.
Now, just 1 second after the start of the landing burn, we will actually have second engine cut off on,
Stage 2 flight termination system is safe.
Getting a little
on
wobble
the
in that
second
first
stage
stage.
on the right. So both coming up in just a few seconds here.
I see the
Stage
water.
1 landing burn is started.
I think I see the drone ship on the left. Coming in. Is that the drone ship?
See that
Where is the
stage
drone
1
ship?
entry burn.
Yeah, right there.
Seeker
All right.
1.
Landing burn.
Bring it home. There it is.
And
Ease it in.
Seeker
Come
1.
on.
There's the first stage coming in.
Come on. Oh, look at this. Gosh. Good luck.
Landing legs are deployed.
Nominal parking orbit.
Yes.
Stage 1 is confirmed.
What a beautiful,
Expect the signals, SpaceX Canaveral.
what a beautiful view of that first stage landing. And we did get a confirmation from our second stage of a nominal orbit. You can hear the cheering in the background. Everyone's really excited. We did, again, have a
awesome.
confirmation of a nominal orbital insertion. And of course, we saw that beautiful landing of our Falcon 9 first stage on our drone ship, just to read the instructions. And there you have it. You've just witnessed Falcon 9's 19th landing for this year and SpaceX's 88th overall successful recovery of a first stage. And now at this time, our mission isn't over just yet. The second stage is now embarking on its first coast phase. Coasting in this orbit will last about 53 minutes, and then we'll relight that MVAC engine for a second time shortly after at T+1 hour and 2 minutes. We'll see you back here
Acquisition
at
signal, Newfoundland.
1 hour and 3 minutes.
That was awesome. That view right there that we had on the first stage coming back, that was pretty awesome. It just came right in. Nice soft touchdown. I gotta move this lobster. The lobster that keeps jumping up here. Let's see. Let's move this out of the way so he's not blocking the telemetry here. Slide over here, lobster. There we go. Put him right there. Okay. Anyways, yeah, what a great view that was. And I believe, I've been told, I don't know if SpaceX has officially confirmed this in public, but I've been told that the reason we're getting such great video all the way down on the first stage booster, because if you remember only a couple months ago, as the first stage booster would come back in, it would get to about cloud level, we'd lose the onboard footage, and then we'd have only the drone ship footage to actually show us the landing. And then of course, people would freak out because the drone ship would shake and we'd lose the video signal that would cut out, and we wouldn't see the landing, and it would go to black, and then they would come back and be like, oh, it landed. And of course, the conspiracy theorists would be like, oh, sure it did. But now we're getting clean video all the way down. And we've been told that the reason for that is because they're now using Starlink for their video feed on the actual booster itself, for that the video feed that we're getting for the onboard stuff. They've had a Starlink antenna on the drone ship for a long time. But even with a Starlink antennas are phased array antennas, so they can quickly change directions, which could theoretically be better if it's shaking from turbulence from the booster as it's landing, but even that could still have limitations. So we still have seen the onboard drone ship video footage cut out. Not sure if they're using Starlink for that, but even if they are, still would make sense that they might be losing that. The previous booster video telemetry worked on line of sight, and so as it would go over the horizon and it would drop lower and lower in altitude, you'd lose that line of sight from the actual signal to receive that video, and that's why we wouldn't see the onboard video footage. But now, with them using Starlink onboard, we're getting clean video footage all the way down to landing, which is pretty awesome. So now it's the waiting game, though. So now we've got like an hour and 20 minutes, which is going to be a while. So we'll grab some questions. We'll keep some of these views up for a little while, and we'll do some Kerbal action. Maybe we'll try to replicate some of this. Talk about medium Earth orbit, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, we're going to stick around for a little while. Let's see, Starman Steve. Starman Steve returned from his trip to Mars and has sent in a super chat. Thanks, Starman Steve. Said great coverage. Thanks. So thank you, Starman Steve. Appreciate that. And Starman Steve also became a new channel member. Well, thank you very much, Starman Steve. Welcome to Space Lobster Nation, as we call it around here. Can you show the landing again? Says Steve over on Facebook. Yeah, I think we will. I'll do that in just a minute. I kind of like the second stage views that they keep showing here. I don't want to go away from that if they're going to keep showing us the second stage views, because those are kind of cool. But once we lose that, that one not necessarily, although we did see a little bit of a thruster firing there, which is kind of cool. And of course we see a little patch of solidified oxygen there floating away, completely normal. We see that all the time. That's the cause of the space mouse. Another one of the conspiracy theorists love to talk about is the space mouse that's on board the Falcon 9. SpaceX must have a fleet of very well trained mice that show up on the engine every launch, but they like to say that it's a mouse and proof that it's fake. So I don't know. All right, let's the heat shield is show this so the ship doesn't overheat. Yeah, so generally when we talk about heat shielding, usually we're talking about the heat shield on a capsule system. There's no capsule today, so we don't have a particular heat shield. Well, it's an interesting little orbital line going across there. Not sure what's happening there. But yeah, usually when we're talking about heat shielding, we're talking about on a capsule system. The first stage booster doesn't have a heat shield per se, although the components on the bottom of the rocket are shielded to handle heat better. But there's not like a solid single piece heat shield like you would see on a capsule on the first stage booster. They are designed to handle the heat. They also it also slows down quite a bit, so it doesn't have to handle a ton of heat like you would on a capsule system. So on a capsule, generally you're coming back to orbit at crazy speeds and you're experiencing a ton of heat on the bottom of the capsule. You only have so much propellant that you can slow down with. The first stage booster specifically reserves enough propellant so they can do that entry burn and slow down so they don't have to worry about re-entry heating as much. There's still probably a little bit of re-entry heating just because, it's still coming back into the atmosphere at like 5,000 kilometers per hour or something like that. I mean, it's still crazy fast, but it's not 27,000 kilometers per hour like the second stage is currently in at orbital speed. Let's see. Yeah, all right, so everybody's talking about that first stage camera. Yeah, let's go back. Why don't we watch that again? Let's see. Can we cue that up here? Where was that in our... Actually, well, why don't we watch the entire launch again? Because we've got a ton of time. So we'll go back to 30 seconds. We'll put our replay text up so that people know this is a replay. And we'll turn it up, we'll watch, and then we'll get some Kerbal action after the replay here.
T-minus 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition. And liftoff. Go Falcon, go GPS.
Vehicle is pitching downrange.
Oh, I love that sound.
Stage 1 chamber pressures are nominal.
T plus 36 seconds. SpaceX launch engineers report nominal conditions on Falcon 9. We begin the trip to space carrying the GPS-3 satellite. Merlin engine's about to throttle down. We're in the throttle bucket.
Telemetry.
Decreasing acceleration of preparation for maximum dynamic pressure.
All right, so I'm going to turn this down. We'll keep it playing. I'm going to turn it down, and we're going to talk over them so that we can answer some questions. I'll keep it.
Vehicle is supersonic.
I'll keep it up a little bit here, but answer a couple of questions that I see coming in. DJ over on Twitch wants to know, does the second stage evaporate during re-entry, or is it being recycled too? Not sure that evaporate is the correct terminology, but it does disintegrate during re-entry. The second stage is not recovered. Although I don't think... a lot of times, let's look at... We'll look at the hazard map here real quick. I didn't actually look to see if there was a second stage re-entry. Usually, oh yeah, there is. Okay. A lot of times there is not when we go to higher orbits like this, but there is a second stage re-entry corridor right here. So that means that after deployment, the second stage will come back and it's going to deorbit. Right, it's going to deorbit and break up in the atmosphere. Not recovered. It's going too fast. There's not enough fuel left to recover it. So it's gonna deorbit. It's gonna deorbit, as we say. Let's see. A couple people asked about the pressurization of the tanks. Michael Bold over on Facebook wants to know about the pressurizations of the tanks before launch, because they're talking about pressing the tanks for flight. So as they're fueling the rocket, right, because it's super densified liquid oxygen, and even cool, super cold liquid kerosene as well, they're constantly venting that. So they're trying to make sure that the pressure does not build up as that liquid oxygen warms up. It's going to return back to a gaseous form, and if you don't vent that out, it can overpressurize your tank. So they have to constantly pressurize or depressurize or vent out the liquid oxygen. So it's kind of, as they're filling the liquid oxygen tank, it's kind of like 2 steps forward and 1 step back. They load some in, they vent some out. They load some more in, they vent some out, and they're just constantly doing that. But eventually, you have to stop doing that. So because you need to continue on for flight. And so a lot of times when they press for flight, they're going to increase the pressurization in the tank and allow that pressure to build up to prepare it. And they're also preparing like the helium backfilling system. So as the liquid oxygen is used and drained out of the system during flight, they are backfilling pressure into the tank with helium. So they're keeping that pressure up by loading helium. There's onboard helium that they load into like the liquid oxygen tank to keep it pressurized, because if you start using the liquid oxygen, it would depressurize the tank because all the liquid is all that mass is leaving the tank, so they have to backfill it with something. So anyways, when they press for flight, they're just allowing the pressure to build and be at the correct pressurization for the actual flight itself. During the fueling process, they're more worried about getting the correct level of liquid oxygen into the tank. And then when they press for flight, they're getting that pressure to the exact pressurization level, which I don't know what that pressurization level is, but that's one of the final things that they do right before launch. Let's see. I love your reaction to liftoffs. I just love it every single time. It never gets old. Did you see the Chinese launch yesterday? Yeah, I did watch that. So for anybody not aware, the Chinese Space Agency launched astronauts to the Chinese space station. First astronaut launch for them to their new space station. And so that happened yesterday. That was kind of cool to watch. Let's see. Not sure if you answered it. Why is fuel measured in pounds and not liters or gallons? That's above my pay grade. I don't know the specific answer why they would measure it in pounds. I'm sure somebody that's more of like a mechanical or materials engineer might have an answer to that. Maybe somebody in chat knows the answer to it. I don't know why they reference it in pounds specifically. I don't work with that stuff enough to know. Why sometimes we don't see people? I'm not sure what you mean by that, but today, there's no people today. People near the launch today would be a bad thing, because this is a satellite launch, so they're not launching crew. And if there were people near the rocket, that would be very, very bad. So that's why we're not seeing people today.
entry burn will start in just a few seconds here. Listen for the call out.
Let's see. All right, so we're at, okay, now we can see that first stage booster coming down. I wasn't watching this, but how far is the drone ship from land? Usually it's about 600 kilometers from the launch site. Let me see if I have the exact number here. Landing is 646 kilometers downrange. So, yeah, usually it's right around like 620 to 650 kilometers downrange from Cape Canaveral based on whatever the mission profile is. So today it happens to be 646 kilometers downrange from the launch site. But that's down launch site downrange, not necessarily distance to the actual coast. We could probably look at the distance to the coast. I'm sure I can measure that here in a minute, but it's going to be a lot closer than 646 kilometers to the coast, because if you went to the closest point, like North Carolina or maybe South Carolina, somewhere in that region, you're probably going to be a lot closer than you are to the launch site.
Coming up next will be our landing burn, which will be at T+8 minutes and 7 seconds. This will also last about 30 seconds, and it will hopefully land our first stage on our drone ship. Just read the instructions.
Stage 1 is transonic.
All right, here's that land. So right about...
The call out that stage 1 is now transonic.
Stage 2 has entered terminal guidance.
Right about here, this is where we would normally lose the first stage camera, right when it gets to about cloud level. Right here, we'd lose the first stage camera, but not anymore. Look at, now we can see the water. You can see the drone ship is to the left there. Notice the booster is targeting away from the drone ship on purpose until it lights the engine, then it targets a little bit closer, and then it's still not targeting the drone ship. Still gonna miss it and hit the water if something goes wrong until right about here is when it starts to pull itself in over the top of the drone ship. And that's really to make sure that if anything were to go wrong, they're gonna hit the water and not the drone ship. Look at that. That is so awesome. Such a great view.
What a beautiful view of that first stage landing. And we did get a confirmation from our second stage of a nominal orbit. You can hear the cheering in the background. Everyone's really
let's see,
excited.
will the...
We did, again, have a confirmation of a nominal orbital insertion. And
will the bar that's... Will the bar that's holding the satellite fall into Earth relatively fast, or is it part of the bigger debris floating in orbit for a long time? So I'm not sure what you mean by the bar, but there is a second stage vehicle that's currently holding the satellites. The second stage, the Falcon 9, that will deploy the satellite here in about, I mean, how much, what do we have? We still got another hour to go before that deploys. But that second stage is going to deorbit. It's going to deorbitate. So it's not going to stay up as orbital debris. It's going to deorbit, and it's going to break up in the atmosphere. So SpaceX, as a responsible spacefaring company, they are going to deorbit their second stage.
Deorbit.
And they are going to make sure that it comes back and doesn't stay up there forever. Yeah, so a lot of time for like even the you could see like in a geostationary transfer orbit where it might not deorbit and it might stay up there for a little bit longer, but even then it's in a very elliptical orbit and would eventually it's gonna deorbit. It would eventually deorbit at some point. Usually that's the case for the geostationary transfer orbits. If you're going like direct to geostationary orbit, not just a transfer orbit, but all the way to geostationary orbit, those after deployment would usually get boosted to a graveyard orbit, and that would become technically space debris, but gets boosted into a graveyard orbit where it's out of the way and we can kind of plan how to get around that kind of stuff. Space debris, a lot of people get concerned about space debris, which is a concern. But the bigger concern with space debris is space debris that we don't know about or that we can't track or that's up there that's pieces that have broken off of a rocket, or we've had some countries blow up satellites or rockets in in space, or satellite collisions that generate millions of pieces of debris. That kind of debris is a major, major problem because it's really hard to track, especially little tiny pieces. If we look at what happened to the space station just a couple weeks ago, the Canadarm got hit by a piece of orbital debris, and presumably it was something we didn't know about. Like, they didn't even know it got hit until they were doing an inspection on it, and they were like, what happened here? That kind of orbital debris, very, very dangerous. Big orbital debris, yeah, it's a problem. We don't want to leave it up there forever. We don't want to clutter up space, but it's relatively easy to work around because we know where it is and we know what the orbit that it's in. Now, eventually, like, you don't want that just build up forever. So that portion is a problem, but just not as urgently dangerous as unknown space debris that is just up there that we don't even know exists. We don't know what orbit it's in, or where it's. Let's see, my clock's off. So just keep in mind, kind of two classifications for orbital debris. All right, now anytime we do a replay, the events list gets out of sync because there's time that it takes for YouTube to buffer the video and send it back to me. So let's see, do we have to go this way? Yeah. Let's see if I can update. No, we're going the wrong direction. Wait. We get this clock. We get this clock updated, and then we'll be good to go. Let's see, one more. Yeah, okay, there we go. We get our clock to match their clock so that at least we're in the right realm for the remaining events list here, which is not too much. We're gonna have the fairings are gonna land. Usually that happens in about 38 minutes. We're probably gonna hear nothing and see nothing for that, so don't expect much there. Then second stage restart is not until about an hour, and deployment hour and 29 minutes. So we got some time. And in the meantime, we should get some Kerbal action going, and maybe we'll try something along these lines ourselves. I would like to let's see. I'm kind of debating on what we want to try to do. We might even try like a space plane. I want to try to do something different that we haven't done recently. Right? I feel like we've launched a bunch of Falcon 9s. We've tried to land them. Maybe we should try to do something different because we have a lot more time. We got a lot more time today. We lost Tori. He froze. I'm not frozen here. You might want to check your connection because I don't. Everything looks okay here on my end. Unless one of the moderators wants to correct me, but yeah, okay, everybody says it seems fine. Yeah, everything's good here on my end. Let's see. Fly towards the Chinese space station. Yeah, I don't know what the orbital parameters are for that. But let's see. We could fly. Did I save that craft that I made the other day? I made kind of a crazy ship the other day. I don't know. I don't think I saved it though. Bummer. Oh wait, is this it? This might be it. Oh, auto-saved, untitled spacecraft. This has got to be it. The one that we made the other day with our hey, yes, this is it. We made this with Patreon members the other, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. This is my little rocket space plane that we made. And I think we did unlimited fuel because that's probably the only way that we made it to Eve. Right? What do you think of this? This is our rocket space plane. Let's give it a name. We should give it a name. What what does this look like to y'all? Let's see. I do want to add... I'm going to add some control surfaces. And you know what else we should probably do? Let's turn the game... in-game stuff up. That looks adventurous. It's got a docking port on the front, too. I want to get this docked in space. But in order to do that, we need, let's see, aerodynamics. I want to add like a rudder, like control surface on it. We've got these wing connectors, but there's no control surfaces on them. They're just there for stability. I need like a one of these guys, maybe. I don't know. Can we connect this here? This might be too difficult to connect. We could just launch as is. What should we name it? The questionable life choices. Looks like Firefox. Do we have it in black? Can we change the paint scheme? I don't think I can change the paint scheme. No regrets, one. Lobster the pencil, LP1. Lobster star. We're getting closer. I like this. Directions not needed. I like that one. That's a good one. Direction. Timothy asked, was the ISS hit again, or was this the latest? So the Canada arm thing I was talking about was a couple weeks ago. So nothing within the last couple days, but a couple weeks ago is when the Canada arm got hit. So the deorberator. Stork Force 1? That's let's see, Galaxy Lobster, Star Force 1, Future 1, Dagger 1. Let's see if there's anything left of it before we name it. Oh, come on, you gotta be adventurous here. I kind of like I kind of like Galaxy Lobster. Oh, the curbality. Events list is in the way. Yeah, I leave the events list up here because people jump in and they join. I could do this. It might make it look a little bit less weird. But I leave the events list up because people join all the time late in the stream, and then they're like, "What time is launch?" It's like, it's 35 minutes ago. You missed it. Just read the destructions. I like that one, Graham. That's a good one. Neptune Chaser. Galaxy Cheetah. Now you're growing the Overlook Horizon Zoo with another animal. I kind of like just read the destructions. Just read the I think I like that one. Let's go with Graham's suggestion. Just read the destructions. Save. All right, let's see if she'll fly. Is that a plane? Kind of. It's like a half and half. It's a space plane. It'll take off like a plane, and we're gonna go try to land it on Eve, and we're gonna try to dock it on the surface of Eve with the other one that we launched with Patreon members and YouTube channel members a couple weeks ago. Gonna have to renew my generic sports drink at some point here if we're gonna stick around for a long time, but okay. We're here. We're on the runway. Do we have... All right, let's see what we can do. Virgin Galactic fanboy. I don't know, I just feel like this is something different. Although, I think I'm gonna cheat, though, and we're gonna turn on infinite propellant so that we can make it there, because there's no way this would actually make it there. But, do we, oh, you know what we should have added? That's what we missed last time. Hold on, let's go back to the hangar. We need some RCS. We had a problem with being able to control the vehicle with no RCS. So let's add let's add some RCS. Large thruster, more gas. Let's do. How's this one look? Yeah, okay, here we go. We'll put some of these pods. Make 2 on the top side. Put 2 on the bottom side in the front. So we gotta, oh, let's kind of make this somewhat symmetrical. And then let's do some on the back here as well. Maybe. Might have to do a bunch of these here. We'll put some like here. And maybe here. And maybe I'll put it up here so it doesn't hit the wing. And then we'll put some on the underside as well. Like maybe like that. Oh, that's gonna hit the wing. Move that one up front. Put it up there along with this one. Put those there. There, we got a ton of RCS now. Now we got control. What's in the payload? Oh, another good question. We flew uncrewed last time. So, we should fly a crew this time. All right. Oh, we do have a crew. So I think we have a crew this time. We'll see. Name for next time. Don't forget to save. Let's see. Do we have it? Yeah. So we got a crew. We're good. Okay. Brakes on. Brakes on. We want this altitude. All right, Time Waster says, let's crash, land this thing. She's drifting already. Look at, why is she pointed to the left? Okay, we need pump up jams. Where's our go-to jam? Pump up jam. There it is. All right. Here we go. In 3. Gotta turn the brakes off, I guess. 3, 2, 1. Ignition. Here we go. Let's point down the runway. Get on the center line. Here we go. All right. Build up that speed. Yeah, so far so good. Come on. Need more speed. We're running out of runway. Oh, lift off! Lift off! Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, no, we're going straight up. Oh, that's a problem. Oh, no. Oh, we should have done it a little gentler than that. Oh, no. Oh, we got it. Recover. Recover. Oh. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. Well, we might have to try that again. Okay, we can do that again. I know we can take this thing off. Come on. We got this. Pump up jam didn't do it for me today. This time. Oh. All right. We got this. Here we go. Let's try again. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Whoa, whoa, easy, easy. Let's see, we're gonna get some of this on. Need a little lift. Need a little bit of lift. A little bit of lift. Not too much! Oh, sheepers! Oh, we got it. Oh, she's flying. Okay, okay. All right, all right. Easy. Oh, easy. Easy. Yeah, right there. Hold that. Holy smokes. Ooh! All right. So far, so good. We're in good shape. All right, the crowd goes wild. All right, now we have to climb to altitude. Can we do it without... Are we at full throttle? Okay, we're good. Okay, so far so good. Is that a cheering Kerbal effect? It's just a new audio button I got. It's kind of quiet though. I need it to be a little bit louder. I wonder what... Oh, I know why it's not loud. I got it on the wrong output. Here, let's try this. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, gear up. Yes, thank you. Whoever said gear up forgot to put the gear up. Maybe that's why we're not climbing so well. Gear up. Good. It only took us to 10 kilometers to put the gear up. Okay, now we got it. Apogee's 13 kilometers. All right, we're still climbing. Carry on. Pull the flap. I don't have the flaps aren't down right now. We're good. All right. Be sure to have the gear down upon landing. Yes, that we definitely want. We're still climbing. We're in good shape. We're gonna get this guy to Eve. Sweep the wings. I should, yeah. I don't have an option for that. That's all right. We're doing okay. 35 kilometers is our apogee. We're just gonna have to climb it. 80. Damn, DJ on Twitch says 88 miles per hour, and you're off into the time stream. Shirio doesn't look happy. I think, is he the one at the controls? He's got to be the one at the controls. Oh, don't go. I almost hit EVA. Yeah, don't EVA. I'm gonna go internal camera. Look at that. Look at this view. He's going. Look at. Can you look behind him? Oh, you can't even look behind him. about this guy? This, Phil, the scientist. He's in the back seat. He's got kind of a cool view, though. Right? He's just chilling. Docking mode. He must be in charge of docking. We don't need that, though. Atmosphere, coming out of the atmosphere now. Oh, we're a little, we gotta pitch down. Our apogee's a little high. Oh, not too much, not too much. Here, turn on the RCS. There we go, now we got more control. Look at that, RCS looking great. Much more control than the last time. You violated 250 knots below 10,000 feet. Is that an aviation rule? I don't know anything about aviation. Is it just a physics rule? Alright, we better cut this off because our apogee is going to get way too high. Okay. We're flying. Now we got to get to here. Let's do this because we can automate and go a little faster. So now we need to circularize and coast to our next apogee here. Let's get the date off the screen. We don't need that. Okay. Here we go. Let's circularize. We're way up here. Here we go. 400-kilometer orbit. Oh. Whoa. Easy. Okay. All right. Easy. Okay. All right. Yep. And easy. Oh, come on. Okay. All right. Okay. Hold it steady. Come on. Whew. All right. Easy. All right. So we're not quite circular, but we're pretty close. Okay, now we need to transfer to Eve. We're probably we are, let's see, set that as our target. And, okay, so now we have to spend the next 2 years in orbit because we picked a poor launch window. Wow, this is... The RCS is a little bit too powerful. All right. So we got a 45-second burn coming up in approximately 2 years from now. So I'll see you guys in 2 years, and no, it's all right. We're gonna warp. We're gonna go warp speed here. Fast forward 2 years. Where's our planet? There it is. Can we warp? Let's warp faster. Can I warp faster? Or I can't warp any faster than this. Go faster. Here we go. Wait a minute. Alright, let's just... Yeah. Okay, well... Alright, so don't mind them. They're just gonna they're just going to spend the next 2 years in orbit. We probably could have left them on the ground, but it's cool. No big deal. Big Phil's having a party in the back. Well, right now they're getting seasick because we're fast forwarding 2 years. We got less than 2 years to go now. What's the onboard meal service? Have they got cookies? Well, if they had cookies, they don't have them anymore. Not when this is going on. The game is kind of freaking out. Let's close some windows here. Give my computer some more resources. Let's close some of this stuff to make sure that Tori's computer doesn't crash. Okay. We're a little bit better. Okay. Only a year and a half to go. We're getting there. In case you're curious what we're trying to do here, we have to wait for a planetary alignment. So we're trying to go to Eve, and we're trying to line them up for an ideal planetary transition here, or a Holman transfer, essentially. So yeah, we got to wait until the planets are lined up so that we can actually do that. So we're gonna wait until we get to. We still got a year to go, so I think our transfer is gonna happen around here, but or maybe it's around here, but we got a year to go. We got to go all the way around again. So right when we get to here, that's where our transfer is. Or it might be around. It's opposite the periapsis here, so I guess it would be around here. $344 days to go. We're getting there. And then we're gonna meet up with and dock with our other ship that's on Eve. Hold on, let this warp. I'll be right back. I'm gonna refill my sports drink, generic sports drink. I'll be right back. One moment. We're good. We're under power. Except for the fact that our vehicle doesn't have enough power to actually do the transfer in a short enough window, but okay, don't mind us. We're just gonna burn straight into the planet. It's fine. Trust me. I'm a professional. So our orbit is growing. Oh no. We have a problem. What happened? What did you do? What happened while I was gone? Oh no, this is a problem. Okay, we are coming back to Earth. Somehow. Oh no. Why is this the ideal way to go? What did you do? Is it like completely changing my orbit? What is happening? This is I don't know what happened while I was gone. This is what is okay, all right. Okay. The apogee is growing. That's good, I suppose. Except this can't make any possible sense. Like, I'm going straight... What? Okay, I had it on autopilot while I walked away because I didn't want to miss it. But this is... What is it doing? It's burning... It... Like, this is... I think the game is glitching. Like, it's just dive bombing into the planet. What is... Yeah. I don't think this is... I don't think this is the ideal direction. Oh, all of a sudden the computer went, oh, actually, we shouldn't go this way. We should go up. Yeah, you think? What did you think was gonna happen? We're just gonna, oh, come on. Yep, oh no. Oh no, what is going on? Oh no. Oh, the humanity. Oh no. Oh, it just came screaming into the atmosphere. And our Kerbals are gone.
Space Lobster ate the T-Teb. That's the answer.
What? What in the world happened? Okay, did I save that? Which one is load quick save? Is it F5 or F9? Oh man. What? F5 or F9 to load the quick save? I don't know. I don't think I quick saved it, but I think there was a... Well, F9 is quick save. Was there a quick save for this? We'll always have the last 2 years together. Okay. Like what? Oh no, this is the wrong quick save. This is the quick save from like a long time ago. Oh, wait a minute. Now we got a problem though. now my ship isn't on the ground anymore. Oh, I just ruined everything. How do I undo loading a quick save? Go back to the other one. No. Recording has started. No, I don't want that. Hold. No. Oh, man. Well, now we just ruined everything. Load save. Okay, well, SpaceX is live again. Let's check on them for a minute. Okay, get rid of that.
And the GPS into the desired parking orbit. As you can see from the timeline at the bottom of the screen, we're approaching the second burn of the MVAC engine, and that will carry Falcon 9 and GPS to the orbit needed to deploy the satellite. Now the burn's coming up in about 20 seconds. Currently Falcon 9 second stage, we're chilling in the engine, getting ready for ignition. We're settling propellants.
Settling propellants. Keep in mind the propellants in the tanks are also in 0G.
MVAC ignition.
So they're not wouldn't necessarily be at the back of the tank.
We've got ignition of the second stage engine. Niobium nozzle starting to glow red hot as normal. Now this burn is planned to last 44 seconds. And during that time, we're going to add 2 kilometers per second to our velocity. You can see the gauge on the bottom right of the screen showing stage 2 is quickly gaining speed. That 2 kilometers per second will equal out to 7,000 kilometers per hour being added to our velocity. And this is going to change the orbit from a 400 kilometer apogee to one with a 20,000 kilometer apogee.
All right, this should be cut off here any second.
Throttling down the engine, preparing for shutdown.
MVAC shutdown.
Okay, we've got shutdown. We're waiting to hear from the guidance officer.
Nominal orbit insertion.
Sweet. Nominal orbit.
We've got a nominal orbit insertion. Now, as a reminder, the GPS satellite is still attached to Falcon 9's second stage. Payload deployment is timed to occur once the orbit takes us into range of one of the Space Force satellite ground stations, one in Hawaii, one in California. Once we reach this point, the Falcon 9 flight computer will command release of the GPS satellite. Now, currently we're getting data through Tasmania, so it's going to take us about 25 minutes until the orbit climbs into sight of the ground stations. Satellite separation will then occur at approximately T+1 hour and 29 minutes. Now, while we wait for this next milestone, I have a short video from the satellite manufacturer Lockheed Martin. It'll highlight some of the new capabilities of the spacecraft. Take a look, and we'll see you back here at T+1 hour and 28 minutes for satellite separation.
They might have music with this. Yep, so they got music with this, so I can't play the music with it, but you guys can check this out on the SpaceX channel itself if you're curious about the new system. It's supposed to have like anti-jamming capabilities. That's not the terminology they use, but I can't remember what the terminology was that they used for that. But it's supposed to be better resistant at, oh yeah, right there, anti-jamming, improved anti-jamming. It's supposed to have better reception and better, what's the term I'm looking for? Now I'm drawing a complete blank on it. Better like granularity for your positioning on the ground, especially for military purposes. Increased resistance to hostile jamming. It also has the cross-link capability so that the entire GPS constellation can be updated from a single ground station. So they send an update command to basically a single satellite, and they will update all the rest of them as well. So, accuracy. There you go. Monkey DKS says accuracy is the word you're looking for. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, accuracy. That's what I'm looking for. Better accuracy for military purposes. And also the anti-jamming, I think, is a big one, because these days with GPS, especially military purposes, this is considered a national security launch. Even though we use like GPS services, everybody's got GPS on their phone and GPS in their car and all this kind of stuff. Like like is a very critical military technology, and if you want to take out, if you want to like severely hamper a military organization, like GPS would be a good place to start. So that's why they're improving the robustness of the GPS constellation, preventing jamming of it and all that kind of stuff. So anyways, okay, back to Kerbal. What in the world is happening here? Okay, so I ruined the mission. Not only did I ruin the mission, but I think I undid our landing that we did last time because I loaded the quick save. That's a problem. Let's see if we can fix this. Okay, so there's just read the destruction. I don't know how we got back to this point, but if I go here and I go here, do we still have? Wait just a minute. Go to the tracking station. No, okay, never mind. Let's try to launch this again. I think maybe somehow it like recovered itself. So let's see here. Let's put the brakes on. Why don't we wait for planetary alignment this time? Let's see. Is there something that I can rendezvous planner? Will that do it? Rendezvous planner? Select a target to rendezvous with. Well, I want to rendezvous with Eve. So rendezvous target must be in the same sphere of influence. Yeah, okay, well that doesn't help me. Departures, it says in 137 days. I don't know why that would be different, but all right, let's fast forward 137 days. We'll do this on the ground this time. We get a little lightning show. $70 days, 60 days, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 95, okay. Okay, now it says departures in 5 days. So I'm going to give myself a 5-day buffer to get into orbit. Okay. So let's do it. Oh, we got no game sound. Hold on. Pause. Mute SpaceX. Turn this up. And go. Whoa! It's a little loud. Too much. Whoa, easy, easy. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh, not too much. Whoa. Whoa, that was better this time. Gear up. Okay. Yeah, all right, all right. Now we got this. Turning on the RCS, that definitely helped. Gear up, and now up we go. Climb. Climb, climb, climb. All right, we're off to a great start here. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Now, can we successfully get it where we need to go? We need to get in a circular orbit. Let's do that, and All right, here we go. We got this. Maybe quick save just after parking orbit. Yeah, that's going to be the plan, but I want to make sure that I didn't ruin the mission because I want to make sure the other ship is still on Eve that we're going to dock with. So, we're getting there. Go horizontal. I'm going to go for a 400 kilometer orbit. So, we're not quite there yet, but we're close. We're getting up there. Our apogee is at about 35 kilometers. But we're in okay shape. Oh boy, we're heating. We need to okay. Running into a little bit of atmospheric heat. We gotta get out of the atmosphere. Climb! Get out of the atmosphere! Okay, we're alright. We're alright. Nothing's heating up too much. How high is the Kerbin atmosphere? So, I think right around 50 kilometers is where the atmosphere is thin enough that you don't have heating. But to stay in a stable orbit, you need to be at 70 kilometers. There is still some atmospheric drag up to 70 kilometers. But yeah, usually once you hit about 50, you can see the heat's kind of going away now. Right around 50, your heating is pretty much nothing. Yeah. So there it is, right on target, 50 kilometers, no more heating. But 70 kilometers is what we need to be safely in orbit. You can see our HUD here. Uh-oh. That was a mistake. I just pushed the wrong button. And I accidentally deployed the parachutes. Okay, disarm. Oh, I think I saved it. Okay. I think we're all right. I accidentally deployed the parachutes, but we're okay. Well, we'll find out when we try to land. We'll find out if the parachutes have been deployed. Hopefully they are not. Okay, whoa, too much, too much. All right, we need this to settle down. All right. Is this still running? No, I'm gonna get rid of this. We need to circularize. Wait a minute. Okay. Circularize, please. Easy. All right. We got this. Control Z. Yeah, undo the parachute deployment. Yeah, we're gonna find out if that's a problem. I think I might have fixed it, but we'll find out soon. Okay, now we need to get this guy under control. Oh boy. Okay, I can't get it to circularize. Like the RCS is too powerful. that the RCS running messes with my orbit too much that it can't circularize. That's all right. We're gonna go transfer to another planet. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What does this mean? I just got this on my screen. What does that mean? Don't tell me the game just crashed. I think it might have. Oh, no. What? Oh. What? Come on, really? What just happened? Okay, well, I'm gonna guess that if I say wait to respond, that's not gonna be a thing. They had enough torture. Ah. Just as I was about to quick save, too. Red punctuation is usually bad news. Oh, and it takes so long to reopen Kerbal. Why? Why, Kerbal? Maybe you need to update the game. It's pretty much update. Oh, something's happening. What is this? Something's happening! Maybe it's recovering, and it will be fine. Too much circular rice. Oh man! Oh, something's happening again. Maybe it's going to load and recover itself. Wouldn't that be great? I got everything closed too, so that nothing ruins my jam. Apparently, that was too much to ask. Too much to ask of the computer. Okay, well. I don't know. Now I'm curious what's going to happen when this green... Because there's no text on this. I'm curious what's going to happen when this green bar gets all the way to the end. So you're saying there's a chance. I'm going to say it's unlikely, but I've never run into this before. I don't know what... Oh! Oh, it's alive! Get out of here! Is it okay? Oh, no, and the game just closed. Come on, give me false hope. Oh. Oh, it came to life for like half a second. And it's gone now. Yep, well. Ah, that... Ah. Okay, well. I guess we open it again. Deployment's in 8 minutes, so... Oh, man, I really wanted to do that. Okay, well, I guess we're going to watch deployment first, because it's probably going to take 8 minutes for Kerbal to open. It always takes forever for it to open, but... Okay. Oh, I'm so bummed now. Now I can't even get Kerbal to open. Why, Kerbal? Why do you do this to me? It's just not my day. Well, deployment now is at 1:29, an hour and 29 minutes. So we got 7 minutes to deployment. Then maybe we'll try that again. Maybe by then Kerbal will be open. Well, it's not looking good. I can't get... Oh, there it goes. It's alive! Oh, okay. Time for Windows 11. Yeah, I know. I haven't updated to. I mean, I don't know. Well, I do have a pending update. I'm not doing that now, but I've heard all about Windows 11. I don't know if is it officially released now. I don't generally jump on the train right away, but I know it's coming. I've seen pictures and previews of it. Ah. A couple people, I saw this in the chat earlier today, and a couple people were confused. Let's talk about SpaceX again. If you're looking at the telemetry, notice that the speed is decreasing and the altitude is increasing. Now the Falcon 9 and the GPS satellite are in a elliptical orbit. And so as you approach your apogee in an elliptical orbit, your speed will actually slow down. You'll actually be going the slowest at apogee. And then as you approach perigee, you'll start to speed up again. So perigee would be your closest approach to Earth. Apogee would be your furthest approach, or furthest point in your orbit away from Earth. And at apogee, you're actually going slower. So that's why the speed is decreasing right now, while the altitude is increasing, because it is climbing to apogee now. And we'll have deployment here in about 5 minutes. And by that time, maybe this game will work. Ah. Not yet, but there's been a leaked pre-release build. Okay, I was wondering. I saw some people, like one of our moderators, Red, was showing that he had like Windows 11 installed on a virtual box, and I didn't think that it was out yet, but I was like, well, somehow somebody's got it, but. Monkey DKS, hey, that's my favorite generic sports drink too. Yeah, that's my go-to. I'm not going to tell you the brand, but that is this is my go-to generic sports drink. If you would like to sponsor me, I will reveal your brand on air. I'm still just super bummed about Kerbal just failing me today. It seems like it always does, doesn't it? I mean, I promise sometimes I can do okay at it, but it's gonna take forever. Look, we're not even halfway open yet. It's just doing its thing. All right, well, we're about, what are we, like 3 minutes to deployment? We're getting pretty close. Why is Kerbal loading so slow? I think it's just primarily because I have so many mods installed. I have a ton of mods. I probably could like reduce the number of mods that I had, which might make it more stable. But I like them. I like them. Too many mods. Yeah, it's definitely too many mods. There are a lot, because pretty much that's everything that it's doing right now. These are all, or I guess it's this way. These are all mods that are loading right now. These are all like parts to, like custom parts to vehicles and stuff like that. That's how I get like the Falcon 9 vehicle and the Soyuz vehicles and the Ariane 5 and the Deltas and all the like real world vehicles that I have in Kerbal. They're all mods, and so these are all mods that are trying to load. Can you make a mod? I've never made a mod in Kerbal. I'm sure I probably could if I figured out what you're supposed to do, but never tried. Is it better to fail because of lack of game skill or from a crash? I don't know. Define game skill, really. Because I've been playing Kerbal for a long time, and I know everybody probably laugh at this and be like, yeah, you got no skill, man. I could do pretty well in Kerbal. Don't let any of this fool you. But I do like to push the limits here. I also like to rush things when we're live streaming, because I don't like sitting here and waiting for this kind of stuff. But oh yeah, Gregorius made a Space Lobster mod for us. That's right. I forgot about that, Gregorius. It was on my old computer. I don't have it on this computer anymore, but I probably still have the files around, and they might work because it's I think it was pretty simple. Might need to be updated, but not sure. But yeah, Gregorius made a Space Lobster mod for us that was basically a part. It was a lobster part that we could just throw on the top of. Well, that was a while ago. That was a couple of years ago, wasn't it, Gregorius? That he had a Space Lobster part made for us. We're still loading. All right, let's go back to GPS, because we're like less than a minute to deployment.
We have increased quite a bit in altitude from our last burn, from about 420 kilometers now all the way up to over 4,000 kilometers. You can see those beautiful live views from our second stage.
We should be about
and let's
15
listen
seconds
in to hear that call out and watch for GPS-3 separation from our second stage here in just a few seconds.
Should be pretty much right now. Any second, we should have deployment.
Payload separation confirmed.
You can see in that beautiful video and have the confirmation that we did have a successful payload deployment there. And for those watching, you are witnessing a successful deployment of the GPS-3 Space Vehicle 5. And with that successful deployment, that now brings our webcast to a close.
Great views from the camera on the second stage of Falcon 9 as we watch GPS-3, number 5, heading away from the vehicle. It's on its way to do its mission. We'd like to thank the U.S. Space Force for entrusting us with today's GPS-3 Space Vehicle 5 mission. SpaceX is one of 2 certified providers for national security space launch missions, and we're proud to be able to offer reliable, cost-effective launch services to the U.S. Space Force. We look forward to supporting the next GPS mission that's targeted for liftoff next year. Also, we send thanks this afternoon to the Space Force's Space Launch Delta 45 for range support. SpaceX will be observing Juneteenth this weekend, a historic holiday that commemorates the emancipation of those who had been enslaved in the United States. And we would also like to wish all the dads out there a happy Father's Day. Thanks for tuning in, and have a great weekend.
All right, there we go. That's the end of the SpaceX mission. Successful deployment. So that is into, that is medium Earth transfer orbit, not direct to medium Earth orbit. So they're actually going into a transfer orbit, and then the GPS satellite itself will get itself into its final operational orbit. So that's got some time to do that as well. Meanwhile, Kerbal is back, and we're going to try this one more time. See if I can get it. I don't know. We're going to try to get this guy into orbit. But successful mission for SpaceX. So if you're just here to watch SpaceX do its thing, that part is over. Now this is the part of the webcast where Tori fails at Kerbal. Again. The sequel. Part 7. The sequel to the sequel to the sequel. So now I have lots of things that I have closed because I want to have everything available. Every resource this computer has needs to be made available to Kerbal. Let's open our ship. Or what? I just saw it. Just read the instructions. There it is. It's got our RCS. And let's launch it. Okay. All right, we got this. Tori has smarter everyday recommendations. I love smarter every day. It's awesome. Father's Day in the U.S. Yeah, Father's Day in the U.S. is Sunday this week. And Saturday is Juneteenth, which is going to... I don't think it's officially yet, but it will be an official U.S. federal holiday soon. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can do this again. RCS on. Fly, baby, fly. Come on. All right, here we go. All right, there's V1. Rotate. Oh, not too much. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, we did that again. Oh, man. Go. Fly. Fly. Save it. Yes. Yes, we saved it. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Well, this is not the plan. Oh no, that's not what was supposed to happen. Oh, I saved it! And then I put the parachutes out and... Oh, gosh. Okay, well... let's try that again. Oh goodness, that one got me. I don't know. It's just everything started failing. I don't think we put astronauts in the capsule. We need a pilot and we'll send a scientist. Here, we can put them all into active service. And in here, we're going to put our pilot and our scientist. And then launch. Okay. All right. I got this. How many times do I say, I got this? I got it. I promise. I shouldn't promise. I don't promise. I take that back. Okay. Let's... Come on, we got this. We were so close. Oh, I know what happened. We need, we gotta turn on infinite propellant, because there's no way this is gonna fly without infinite propellant. Okay. Space Lobster, this is your pilot. Space Lobster Mission Control, pilot speaking. We're ready for launch. Okay. Remember, slowly tilt up. Yeah, that's easier said than done, because, like, all of a sudden it comes alive. So. We're on. Brakes off. Ignition. We're rolling. Rolling down the runway. Here we go.
Lobster Fest is on.
Lobster Fest is on. Maybe we should call V1 a little bit later. Oh, see, she wants to fly. She wants to fly. There's V1. Let's pitch up just a tiny bit. Don't hit the lights! Oh! Woo! We just missed those. Oh, gear up! Gear up! Okay. Oh, yeah. We got this. Fasten your seatbelts. I'm gonna try something I saw on Top Gun. I'm gonna hit the brakes. He's gonna fly right by me. All right. Whew. We got this now. All right. Now let's get. Oh, you know what we forgot to do? We forgot to line up the planets. So we're gonna have to spend another 2 years. We're gonna have to spend another 2 years in orbit again. That's good. Okay, let's do... All right, we got this. Time to climb. All right, let's get... okay, we need that. No, we don't need that. Take it back and land it. Well, we're gonna try to land it, but I want to land it on Eve, not on Kerbin, because there's another one of these on Kerbin. At least, or not on Kerbin, on Eve. At least there should be. I'm not 100% sure that it's still there, but there should be another one of these already on Eve. And we're gonna go dock it with the other one, because there's a docking port in the front right there. So we have to make sure not to deploy the parachutes. And not to blow it up. Graham says wasn't the name perfect. Yes, Graham is responsible for naming this. Just read the destruction, and that is a perfect name. It could not have been any more perfect. Oh, here comes some heating again. We're still a little low in the atmosphere for this. Let's see. I wonder what it looks like from our pilot's view. Oh, look at that. Oh, geez. Look at the shake. She's shaking. We're a little... Better level those wings out a little bit. There we go. Oh. How are we looking? Yeah, all right. Looking kind of cool. We're all right. Out the window. Looking good. Let's look at our gauges. Yeah, looking okay. Perfect. There's, what's that, 50 kilometers right there? There, our heating stopped. Okay, all right, easy. Our wings are not super level, but that's not important now. Now we're in space, so we don't need wings now. Single stage to Eve. That's pretty much what this is. A single stage to Eve, except it's not realistic because I have infinite propellant now. And I'm cheating. Everything's nominal. Nominal so far. We're still not... We're not in a stable orbit, though, because our perigee's at 13 kilometers, so we're going to re-enter unless we get this thing in a stable orbit. There we go. There. We kind of got it. Okay, let's do this. Can we... Look at our RCS is way too powerful. I can't circularize because the RCS is too powerful. Turn on the RCS and it screws up the orbit. Come on, bring it in. We just gotta get a little more circular. That's close enough. I give up. Okay, all right. Let's save it. Quick save. Okay, at least now we're saved. Now, we need to get to Eve. Set that as our target. And we're going to transfer to another planet. We're going to cheat a little bit. Computing. Oh boy. Wait, why can't... What is... Oh no, what is happening? Okay, unset target. Set target. Okay, there we go. Now it's working. Departure in 1 year. Okay. Now, the question is... Okay, so we created the node. What is it going to do? Which way is it going to try to burn? See, that's a problem. Let's see, remove all node. Let's do... Let's do a limited time arrival. Because then we could just go there now, maybe? That's our pair. Okay. Where's Kerbin? We lost our planet. Close that. Well, let's see. Let's see if it'll happen. I can't refocus. I'm like focused on Eve. How do I focus on another planet without clicking on it? Because I can't click on it because there's too many things in the way. Well, we'll just look at this view then. All right, more Kerbal torturing. Let's see if we can do it. We're gonna brute force the arrival time. Here we go. Time to warp. Warp speed. We gotta, it's still about a 1 year wait time. We gotta wait for Eve to go around the planet, or around the sun, I mean. Can you have multiple quick saves? You can, and you're supposed to be able to name them, but I think my NVIDIA, like the NVIDIA GeForce thing has like a native record option, and I think it's the same keyboard shortcut as the Kerbal keyboard shortcut. So when I try to do multiple quick saves and name it, it opens the NVIDIA GeForce thing. I need to change that. Jamie says, let's hope you're not accurate with this one. Okay. All right. Thanks for the vote of confidence. Then I gotta go back to work, so we can't do this forever. 400 days to go. We're getting there. There's our perigees. Okay, yeah, there's, all right. Come on.
That is improper staging.
We're not there yet. But no improper staging yet. Almost there. 270 days to go. You just gotta spend... We're gonna send you to Eve. You just gotta spend 2 years in orbit first. Just hanging out. Because we're too lazy to calculate how long you should just stay on the ground before launching. What's the in-flight movie? Is it Gravity? Airplane. Yes, there you go. Time wasters. It's Airplane. Yep, it's definitely Airplane. All right, come on. Really want to do this. $100 days to go. 80 days, 75, 70, 60 days, 2 months away, 45 days, just 30 more days in orbit, and then we can go to Eve. 10 days, a week, 3 days, 2, 1, 3 hours, 2 hours, 1 hour, 50 minutes, 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 10 minutes, 7 minutes, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Quick save right there. Okay. Oh, this looks better already. This already looks better. This looks better! Look at that. Oh, you guys can't see it because I'm in the way, but if I move myself over here for a minute, we get rid of the events list, you can see our node coming up. Okay, let's go back over here. And that way you can see our Kerbals. Okay. Will we make it? Boom. Okay. So where are we? What do we? Okay, so our periapsis is here. Our even counter is there. So now let's warp. Well, let's start by warping here. And maybe I can actually click on my vehicle to focus on it. There it is. All right. Okay, we have left Kerbin. Probably gone. Can't see it anymore. We're going to spend 180 days in transit, but we got another 60 days to go. Where is... Wait a minute, where's the planet? Oh, there it is, right there. Okay, so that's the planet that we're at. We need to go... Well, let's... Okay. I guess we'll warp a little bit closer. Open the pod bay doors, Hale. Space Lobster Mission Control, we are approaching Eve. Our encounter is in approximately 1 day. Four hours. We're gonna be... Okay, we're about to get... We're gonna get pulled in here. Okay, boom, we're in Eve's sphere of influence. And we're going very fast. So we need to circularize. At the next periapsis. Yeah, that's what we want to do. Okay. Here we go, approaching the planet. We got a 35-second burn coming up in 25 minutes. Or fast forward that a little bit. Okay. 7 minutes now. All right, we need to get into the proper orientation. All right, 20 seconds. There we go. For what did I say? 35 seconds is our burn time. These two pilots are much better. Yeah, we're doing better so far. Look at this. All right, we're bringing it in. Boom, we're in orbit. All right, let's make it circular. Okay. Circular orbit. Now the question is our other vehicle on curl? Yes, it is. It's right there. Okay. All right, quick save this. That's the other vehicle we're trying to meet up with. Right there. What's this over here? Jebediah Kerbin. What's he doing over there? How did he get over there? I guess there's another Kerbal on there I didn't even know about. All right, we're gonna meet up over here though. There's a long lost Kerbal on Eve that apparently I forgot about. Okay. We need to know what is our safe orbital altitude here. Minimum safe altitude is 90 kilometers. So we need to circularize at, we'll say, let's just do it at 100 kilometers. Current orbit is that, okay, we need to, let's just change our, change our perigee. Okay. Quick save. We're bringing her down. Bringing it in a little closer. We gotta get it a little closer to the planet, then we'll align our orbit, and we're gonna land and meet up with the other ship, hopefully. That's the plan. Okay, that's a problem. These adding RCS was cool, except for the fact that it's way too powerful. Why? What are you doing? Okay, that's close enough. Close enough. Abort node. Okay. We're gonna circularize at the next perigee. Remove all nodes. Actually, we could say circularize at an L. Why don't we do... Let's do this. Okay. Quick save again. Make sure we still got it, because we're still okay. We're all right. We're still recoverable. Bringing it in nice and close. Now we're talking. Deploy the parachute. No, don't deploy the parachute. We gotta burn for 35 seconds. Let's see if we can circularize down to... We're shooting for 110 kilometers is what we're trying to circularize at. I think we're gonna miss it, but... We're trying to stay above 90. Nope. Okay, we need to change. Okay, remove all nodes. New perigee needs to be 110, and we need to do that right now. Well, we'll just use some aero braking, because we're gonna enter atmosphere, but that's okay. We can go up. Wait, why don't we do this? Remove all nodes. Circularize at... Let's do... let's do this. Okay, we're gonna circularize at 125 kilometers. Cause we gotta be a minimum of 90, and right now our perigee is a little bit low. Looks counterintuitive, but we're okay at the moment. Here we go. Yes. 125. Circularized. Beauty. Okay. Now we're good. We're in a stable orbit. Quick save. Gear down. We're not ready for that yet. Okay. Now the question is, how do we get here? We need to land where that guy is. I also want it to be in daylight. Oh, wait, is he on the other side of the planet? No, where is he? He's right there. Okay, he's nighttime. Bring him around to daytime. All right. Daytime. Okay. Now. We need to get some land. Okay, let's quick save this. Whew. All right. I got this. We're gonna pick a target on the map. I want to land here. Or just, yeah, there you go. Pick that guy. Don't deploy parachutes. Okay, land at target. I'm not actually gonna auto land this. I'm gonna try to land this myself, but I'm gonna use the just in the interest of time. We're gonna try to line this up. Line up our orbit a little more quickly. Okay, this seems like a problem because we're in the wrong inclination. What's happening here? Well, we can fly. We got a plane. What am I worried about? There we go. There it is. Move it up. Move it up. We got that landing target right up there. Don't forget the landing gear. We got it. Oh, look at that. This is gonna be great. This is great. We got it. We got it. Okay. Lined up. Boom. Bingo. Bingo was his name-o. Got it. Okay. Now we're gonna abort the auto land. This is where Tori takes over. Buckle your seatbelts. Okay, we're going this way. Like that. Bingo. Pitch up. We'll get the heat shield to face, you know, the hot stuff. Okay. Should I quick save this? Quick save. We got this. All right, now we're coming up on entry interface so that we can land near the other guy. And we're probably we're gonna have one of these. That. What? We gotta finish this up, because I gotta do some work. Okay. I keep saying that, but I got this. I got it. I got it. We got it. Give it. Space Lobster Nation, we need a go, no go in chat for re-entry. We got this.
American astronauts on American rockets from American soil.
Just touching all, I'm pushing all the buttons. Just read the this is mission control. We're just read the instructions, or just read the destruction. Coming up on entry interface and mark. Space Lobster Control to just read the destruction. Your Monkey DKS says your go for landing. Here's our heating. Experiencing heating. Oh boy, we should just so that we don't. No, how do I ignore max temperatures? There we go. I don't want to blow it up. I don't think it's going to heat up that much anyways, but just in case. Wow, she getting hot. We got overheat warnings coming up. Look at them all. All right. Okay. Okay. Oh no! Oh no! Oh boy. Okay. All right. Radial out. There we go. Recovered. Recovered. Oh, nope. No. Nope. All right. Okay. Easy. Easy.
Lobster Fest is on.
Come on. Here we go. Easy. Easy does it. Hold it together.
That is improper staging.
Come on. Maybe we just burn the engines. Okay. Yep. That's worse. That's worse. This is worse. Definitely worse. Oh, maybe. Okay, all right. We got it. Where's our ship that we're meeting up with? All right, okay, wait a minute. Let's do... Okay, let's see. What do I want to do? Oh boy, yeah, easy. Come on, get it under control. We need more atmosphere. We're trying to get in, transition to plane mode. Come on. If we need to turn off the RCS. The RCS is just like way too powerful. Maybe I should disable some of the RCS pods. Okay, easy, okay. Well, we could just land like a rocket and like a Falcon 9, just land straight up and down. But I don't know where where's our buddy? that we're trying to meet up with. He's got to be around here somewhere. Anyone seen a spaceship around here? Okay, yep, we're... Alright, we need to get control of this. Get control. Easy. Easy. Come on, just stability here. Give me a stability assist. Come on, get control of this thing. We're getting into the thick part of the atmosphere. Come on. Come on, you got it. Can't get control. I can't get control. We're just in a spin, and I can't. We're still falling. How are we still falling? All right, we're going full power on the engines. I need more power! How are we still falling? I just don't have the power! Come on, roll! Get under control, you beautiful beast! Oh! 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 Easy! Easy! Oh! 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 I had it for a minute. Okay, come on! Come on! Come back! Come back! Come back! Oh, now we're in atmosphere. We got this. Okay. All right. Easy. Easy. Back! 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 Come on! Just, come on! Come on! We got this! Come on! Go back! Back, 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 back. We don't need a lot of speed, but we need atmosphere is what we need. Come on! Oh, we're still spinning. I can't do it! I just need... Oh, easy. Oh, oh, it's responding. Nope, and it's not. Okay. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, 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 oh. We got control. Yeah, buddy. Okay, where is our target? Oh, okay. You want to go that way? All right, that's cool. No, yep, all right. I'll take control. Thank you. Thanks for the help, though. Okay. Woo! Okay. Where is our guy? I can't really tell where he is. I'm not sure which direction to fly. This is like anti-target is over there, which means he's probably behind us. No, 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 no. Okay, we'll go this way. Yep, that's the way we wanted to go anyways. Oh, there's mountains there. Okay. We need to pick up speed. Oh, we're stalling. We need more speed. Okay, alright, alright, alright. Okay, we're trying to circle around. Oh, the other... Is that our thing way off in the distance? I saw something, a little white dot in the distance. Oh, I think that's just artifacts. Nothing. Actually, I think it's dust on my monitor. Okay, alright. This way, please. This way. Alright, where is my long-lost spaceship? I don't know where it is. Says it's like this way-ish. It seems unlikely. We gotta get... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're stalling. We're stalling. Okay, we need to... Need to keep a constant speed. Alright, I'll let autopilot do the speed, and I'll just steer. How far off track are we? I can't zoom in any further, so I can't... I think it's still straight at... I think it's still straight. What altitude are we at? We're... 2,800 meters above the ground. 2.8 kilometers above the ground. And we got a mountain coming up. I just need to find... I need like a beacon. Like... Hello! Where are you? It says it's over here, so... Come on, we got this. Is it on the other side of the mountain? Like, how far away? Okay, it says we're... I need like a range to target. What is our range to the target? I can't find the target, so I can't find a range to it. We pass it? Anybody seen a spaceship around here? Okay, as I'm increasing speed, my relative... No, that doesn't help me. Rendezvous. Here, let's do rendezvous. Rendezvous. Where is... Selected target. Phase angle. Distance. Oh, our distance is increasing, so we passed it. We're 1,500... Oh, we must have just passed it. It says we're 1,500 meters away. Turn the bus around. Here we go. Oh, I see it! It's right here, above my head. Oh, there it is. Get out of here. Okay, all right, we're coming in. I got you. I got you. All right. Okay, we're 800 meters up. Oh, let's quick save this now. All right. Quick saved. Bringing it down. Bringing it down. We better put the gear down, just in case we come down early. All right, it's behind us over here. We gotta watch out for all these rocks. Where was it? I lost it. Oh, I think I see it up here. We went a little far. Went a little long. It's okay. It's all right. Easy. Easy. 1,500 meters away. Where is it? I don't see it. I lost it. I can't find it. Where is it? 1,300 meters. Am I going the wrong way? Oh, we're increasing distance. We must be facing the wrong direction. Phase angle, 359 degrees, which means we're facing the wrong... Uh-oh, we're stalling! We're stalling! Don't stall! Increase! Power! No! Oh, we're coming down. Oh my goodness. 50 meters off the ground, and we almost stalled. Okay, we're fine. Why don't we just set her down? Oh, we're gonna hit that rock. Don't hit that rock. Okay, all right, just set her down. Just set her down, just disengage. And, yep, don't hit that rock. Cut the engines. Wheels down, brake. Okay. We're 1,600 meters away. We'll just, whoo, okay. We'll just drive along the ground like we're a rover. Because we can do that. And it's this way. We're gonna turn it around. We're only 1,700 meters away, so it's gotta be over here somewhere. Target says this way. Quick save? Oh, good. Cannot quick save while moving over the surface. Okay. I guess I would have to stop in order to quick save. Wait, what is this? What is this thing? Is that a rock? A weird looking rock. I guess it's just a rock. 1,200 meters away. We gotta be real close. Oh, what is this thing? Don't hit whatever that is. Little tiny rock or something. Oh, don't clip it with the wing. Okay, target says it's this way, 800 meters. I still don't see... Oh, I see it! Right over the hill. Dun 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 dun! Yeah! We made it! Yes! Oh, look at this. Oh, you beautiful thing, you. Now can we dock them together? I knew you were over here somewhere. Okay. Brakes. Brakes! 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 Okay, how do I back up? I can't back up. Well, we're gonna have to do a go around. Okay, we gotta spin it around here. Does this thing have a reverse? No, no reverse. There's no reverse on this thing. We just gotta turn it around. It's like an airplane. We need a pushback. We're short on pushback tugs here on Eve. We're also very short on control mechanisms here. Can we switch to... If we switch to docking mode, then we can use... Stop! Can I use the RCS? No, it's not. Doesn't want... Oh, we missed it again. We're just gonna have to just bull rush it. Okay, first things first. I guess first thing is open... Let's see. Open the docking port. Quick save. There we go. Come on. This might be harder to dock on the ground than it is to dock in orbit, because how in the world am I going to line this up without being able to like I can't translate left or right. I just have to like I just got to bring her in and just bump it. Brakes, brakes, and boom. Oh, we're pushing it. Yeah, that's not good. Okay, now what? Well, that might be as close as we're gonna get, because they're not docked, but they're darn close. And I don't know what else to do. There's no reverse on this thing. Here, maybe I can... Can I control from the other ship? Oh boy. Oh. No, don't do that. This one doesn't have RCS. This is the 1.0. Let's try... Back... Oh, don't do that. There. Dock. Come on, dock already. Why won't they dock? They're just not quite lined up enough. Well, that's unfortunate. I guess the Kerbals will just have to jump out and climb in. Well, I'm calling that docked. That's close enough. Come on, get... So, it's so unsatisfying that they won't actually dock together. Why won't you do it? And the fact that I can't use RCS while I'm landed on the ground. Why won't the RCS... Oh, wait. Activate RCS? It's... I have to, like, pitch up. Well, this is just silly. Can I lower this landing gear? Got brakes, 50%, wheel stress, friction control, no, I don't want to retract. All right, well, close enough. I guess that's it. Oh, that took way longer. Oh, that's not the one I want. I wanted this one. That took way longer than I was expecting. But they're docked. Kind of. Not exactly, but that's pretty close, I think. Right? There we go. Oh. All right. Yeah, I get it. All right. All right, well, I guess that's gonna do it for me. I gotta go back to work. This was fun. We had some random Kerbal action. Thanks for hanging out for a bit. Successful SpaceX flight, deployment of the GPS satellite. You know, all the things. That's it. That's gonna do it for me. I guess I'm gonna go back to work now. All right, thanks everybody for hanging out for a while. I'll see you on the next one, which actually the next one will probably be in a while. Because I'm gonna be gone for a couple of weeks, but the next live will probably not gonna be till like mid-July, I don't think. So I probably won't see you for like a month, I think. So maybe we'll chat it up in Discord a little bit, although I'll probably be kind of quiet over on Discord as well. But I got some stuff coming, so I will see you sometime soon. But I will be, yeah, I got some stuff coming. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I'll tell you afterwards what it is. So there. And Tyler says SN16 might do a hypersonic flight per Elon. I saw somebody had mentioned that maybe Elon tweeted a minute ago. I'll check it out. We'll talk about it over in Discord. But sounds like maybe SN16 has some life, has some action. Hopefully not in the next couple of weeks, because I won't be around to cover it, but maybe in July. That would be kind of cool. All right, thanks everybody for hanging out. My name's Tori. This is Overlook Horizon, and I'll see you soon. Not that soon, but I'll see you soon. All right, goodbye everybody. Have a good rest of the day. See ya.